Hey guys, Legendary here, and as the month of January comes to a close, it's also time for the next round of February balance changes, which should be dropping on February 4th. And although I do have a big list of cards that I want to see balanced, there is one card in particular that is a super hot and controversial topic at the moment in the community, and that is whether or not to give the good old Three Musketeers a nerf. The Three Musketeers is a card that hasn't been touched since March of 2016 when their cost was dropped from 9 elixir to 10, and since then there's pretty much always been at least one viable deck for those Three Musketeers. So do the Three Musketeers need a nerf in the February update? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into in today's episode, taking a look at both sides of the argument. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Option 1. Nerf. The Three Musketeers, like I said before, have pretty much always been meta for the past year. While its effectiveness has fluctuated quite a bit, there always is at least one viable Three Musketeer deck. And even now, after an entire year, its decks are just so overwhelming and popular that honestly, Three Musketeers has just gotten slightly annoying. The reason for this is the consistency and reliability of the card. I mean, we're talking about a card that works with almost every win condition except Graveyard and Siege. This versatility is something that we only see in 1 or 2 elixir spells. In addition, for the past year, Supercell has been constantly trying to nerf cards in those Three Musketeer decks, but with little to no effect. This is because of a fundamental aspect of the Three Musketeers, the double lane pressure. Think about it. When the Three Musketeers are placed behind the King's Tower, you lose a huge range of moves. This is because you really can't pressure the opposite lane. Well, because there really isn't an opposite lane. In addition, the Musketeers and any cheap support can decimate any kind of combination and allow for a lethal counterattack. So you had to wait for those Three Musketeers to arrive at the bridge before you can make a move, giving time for your opponent to accumulate elixir and place down dual win conditions to absolutely overwhelm you. And if you decide to use a spell on those Musketeers, well, that just frees your opponent up to pump up or to spam every single one of his bait cards on offense. Option 2. Leave Three Musketeers alone. Now this option is probably the more unpopular opinion, but there are definitely some solid points on supporting this argument. The first argument is just plain numbers. Since the January balances have been put into place, the Three Musketeer use rates have seen approximately a 5% win rate drop, as well as a slight usage drop as well. This is because as a deck becomes popular, the meta also will evolve to counter it. This is especially true with decks such as Giant Triple Spell, P.E.K.K.A. Control, and a new Princess Honk deck becoming more and more popular. In addition, Bowler has also seen a pretty good comeback in the meta, and again, that's mainly due to the Three Musketeers. However, the problem with the Three Musketeers isn't so much the Three Musketeers itself, but it's the support units, especially the Battle Ram, with its ability to tank for supporting troops like a Bandit and the Three Musketeers. In fact, although past nerfs to Three Musketeer support cards hasn't worked quite well, this Battle Ram nerf is the first change where we have seen Three Musketeers take a hit. So, instead of nerfing the card and risk it getting nerfed into oblivion, give Three Musketeers support cards more nerf. Just be sure to nerf the right ones. In addition, with Battle Ram still seen in 1/4 of all decks, it might even justify another nerf. In addition to that, buff counters to Three Musketeers. The Valkyrie buff last balance did a somewhat half decent job, but they can definitely do a lot better. So there we go. You've now seen both sides of the argument on whether Three Musketeers deserve a nerf in the next set of balance changes. And now, I leave the argument to you guys. So in the upper corner, I'll have added a poll for you guys to take, just so I can have a sense of what you guys think about this topic. In addition, bring your argument to the comment section. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you all have to say. But unfortunately guys, that's all I've got time for in today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below, as well as your subscription to my channel. And as always, this is Legendary, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.